Hi, I'm Michael Fry, and today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about what exactly you can expect from the McKenzie Journal Book Two, Elementary's End. So the first book, How to Be Cool, is a very contained story, I feel. It just has a very simple, very basic story. Andrew is chosen to work the school play alongside his arch nemesis, Alec Fincher. That's it. He gets caught up in a 6th grade drama between Alec and Hannah, and yeah, it's very simple because it's only just the first book. Now with the second book, I was really inspired to really expand upon the world, make it bigger, And I knew the way I could do that was by just adding more characters, more locations. We got Downey Farms, we got Undertow Park. So pretty much for Elementary's End, I really just kind of enlarged the scope of the world. I did a lot more world building, and yeah, I just kind of opened up the world quite a bit more. Now in Elementary's End, Andrew meets a whole cast of new characters. There's Jake, there's Jaden, there's Reed, as well as 2 new antagonists, Mike and Brian. He comes into conflict with those guys as well as the original characters from the first book. He comes into conflict with Mason. The two kind of clash. Their friendship is kind of tested, I feel, throughout the book. And that's what I kind of feel is most relatable about these books, is just the human aspect of it. Like we can all relate to like having a friend, clashing with that friend, facing against people we see as our enemies, having crushes. All of that makes up the McKenzie Journal. That is the core of the books, I feel. Now, much like How to Be Cool, I was largely inspired by my own experiences growing up. For example, Elementary's End takes place in 6th grade, so I took from my own experiences in 6th grade. Thus, Undertow Park was born from a trip I took in 6th grade to SeaWorld San Diego. The trip was a lot of fun, and yeah, it was just so memorable, such a memorable time in my life. That's why I inserted it into this book. Of course, I couldn't actually use SeaWorld in the book, so that's why I had to create an entirely new water park, Undertow Park, which was honestly just so much fun to do. Now, besides the water park, there are a few other locations, key locations in the book. There's Downey Farms, which is the setting for a fall festival early on in the book, like towards the end of the first act. A fall festival that Andrew and his friends go to. Now that was largely inspired by when I lived in Manteca, California, which was, trust me, the land of infinite farmland. Just that overall country feel and how it felt during the fall time, with all the leaves falling from trees and everything looking orange. That's not something we get here in Arizona, trust me. But that largely inspired that portion of the book as well. Now, the main theme of Elementary's End, without giving away spoilers, is perseverance. The ability to persevere against any kinds of challenges or threats that come your way. Because, Andrew is really put through the ringer in this book. He's forced to really examine his 6th grade year and how it's turned upside down thanks to the problems that occurred throughout the book. A lot of times in the book, he really feels alone. He really feels challenged because he's like, okay, I don't have anyone to help me. Hannah left, she went into middle school, so what do I do? How do I bring myself out of this? So that's pretty much what Andrew has to face throughout the book as he faces the antagonists, Mike and Brian, as well as his friendship being tested with Mason. So yeah, that's pretty much just what to expect from Elementary's End when it comes out. Like I said, it was so fun to write. It actually ended up being way longer than I was expecting, just because of all the plot lines that occur within the book. But I really feel like it doesn't overstay its welcome. It's very descriptive and concise in some parts where it needs to be. Stay tuned for its release. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.